Corey, are you ready?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Am I starting?
No, that's fine. All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. It's a little dreary outside right now, but hopefully that turns around. Hopefully we see some sunshine poking through later. I'm so thrilled that you're all here with us today. I'm sure Corey is as well. Today it's going to be myself and Corey leading your workout, getting you guys up and moving so that you can earn that Thanksgiving feast of yours. On tech support, we have Grant and Dr. Elmer. And if Corey doesn't have any announcements, she'll take us into our warm-up.
Yeah, not really. So we'll be doing kind of the same warm up, from the workout that I did last Thursday again. Something to focus on our balance, start grounding ourselves, getting ready for this workout, because it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. So if you have your mat already laid out, I typically like to stand at the front of it. So we're just gonna stand in our mountain pose, up straight, roll those shoulders back, and just start relaxing. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. You can roll your head in circles a little bit, whatever feels comfortable. All right. And now we'll get into our movements. So on our inhale, we're gonna lift whichever leg up. I'm gonna lift my right leg up first, but inhale, lift your right leg up, arms up in the air, and try to get it maybe at like about a 90-degree angle, but whatever feels comfortable. On our exhale, we're gonna step back into a lunge and kind of keep that body facing forward a bit more over that leg, and make sure that you're getting this leg at about a 90. Don't put your knee past your toes though. Don't want to do that, but just whatever feels comfortable. On the inhale, we're gonna lift our body up, stack those shoulders on top of your hips. And then exhale, we're gonna lean towards the leg that's in front. And get a nice side stretch and really focus on that balance. On the inhale, we'll bring it back up, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. Exhale, bring the body forward again over that leg. And inhale, lifting that leg back up. So we're standing on one leg. And exhale, bring it down back into our mountain pose. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here. Just getting nice and relaxed before this awesome workout that Greg has planned for us. And all right, we're gonna start going in with the opposite leg now. Inhale, lifting up, I'm lifting my left leg up. Exhale, back into our lunge, body forward. Inhale, stack the shoulders on top of the hips. And exhale, lean over towards the leg that's in front. And get that nice side stretch in there. Inhale, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips again. Exhale, bring the body forward. Inhale, lift that leg back up so we're balancing on one. And exhale, drop it. All right, I think we'll go through each leg one more time. So inhale, leg up. Exhale, back into our lunge. Inhale, stack shoulders on top of the hips. And exhale, reach. Inhale, stack on top. Exhale, body forward. Inhale, raise the leg up. And exhale, drop it down. If I am going too fast, feel free to go at your own pace, but try to follow the breathing with it. That's kind of important with it. So then we'll do our left leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift the body up. Exhale, reaching to the side. Inhale, bring it back. Stack on top. Exhale, body forward. Inhale, lift the leg up. And exhale, back to our mountain pose. And I don't know, I'm feeling pretty warm. I probably should open my window before starting this. But that's about it that I got, Greg.
All right. Thanks, Corey. For the rest of our warm-up, let's just do some of my favorites. Let's warm our shoulders up. Little arm circles. Gonna be doing little arm circles, one way, one direction, progressively making them bigger. Really loosening up those shoulders. Then when you feel loose in one direction, we're gonna reverse and go in the other direction. Because I know that when my shoulders aren't warmed up and I go into a workout, normally get some sort of pain in my left shoulder, and that's not what we want. So we can reverse, go forward now, small circles. All righty. There we go. That feels better. Okay. So for our first superset today, we have bicep curls with gobble squats, or if you're not corny, goblet squats. Okay, so what I want you to do is get whatever weight you're going to use. I'm using gallon jugs here. Now you can do these one arm at a time, or both arms at the same time. The important thing I want you guys to focus on here is Corey's got her paint cans. That's what I like to see. What I want you guys to do is do them slow, controlled. When you get to the top, I want you to squeeze the bicep, think about the bicep contracting, and then release down. Okay, we're gonna do 2 sets. First set, 8 to 12, bicep curls, build those wings. Got to have big, strong wings going into Thanksgiving. All righty, here we go. I want you really thinking about contracting your bicep, curling that weight up, squeezing at the top, and then letting down. That's 5 for me, and I'm already feeling it. I'm gonna do a few more here. All righty, there we go. Nice work. You should feel those biceps being warmed up now. You should have a nice pump in those wings. And when you're doing these workouts, remember to breathe. If you don't, you'll die. Corey is our guru on mindful breathing. So you're coming up, exhale, you're laying down, inhale. All right, now we're moving into our gobble squats. So for this, you're gonna take whatever weight you want. If you want to hold a backpack, you wanna add a lot of weight in a backpack and hold that to your chest, that's okay, that's good too. I'm gonna take my gallon water jug here, hold it in front of me with our feet about shoulder width apart. We're just gonna go down into a squat. We're gonna hold and come up. If you wanna make this more difficult, go down to below parallel. If that's a little difficult for you, just go down a little bit and hold for a few seconds. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your upper legs, and just hold that there for a few seconds. Trust me, you'll feel it. Okay, gobble squats, 8 to 12 reps. Let's go. Going into 5 for me. A few more. All righty. Whew. Nice work, everyone. If you need, get a drink of water. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the nice thing about body weight exercises. Anything with light weight. If it's too easy for you, you just slow that movement down, focus on what the muscles are doing, and it's gonna get a lot more difficult. It's gonna be a great exercise, even with really lightweight. All right, let's go into our second set. If your weight's the first time you picked were a little too heavy, then drop a little bit of weight. Shoot for that 8 to 12 rep range. Bicep curls, gonna build the wings, our flapping muscles. Let's go. Got a few more. Nice work, everybody. All right. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly feel it. That's what Corey and I like. We like for you guys to be in control. Jamie and Jenna, they're high intensity Tuesdays. I don't go much for that, but it's good to have your balance of high intensity and strength and balance and control. Now into our second set of gobble squats. Grab your weight. Only go to a depth that you feel comfortable to feel a little bit of burn, a little tension there in your quads. 8 to 12 reps. Let's go. Halfway for me. Nice work, everyone. All right. There we go. That concludes our first superset to build our wings and our drumsticks. I don't know about you guys. I've never been much of a wing person, but give me a few drumsticks and I'm happy. Our next superset of exercises, we're gonna move away from our wings and our drumsticks. We're gonna focus on our breasts and on our core. I don't know if turkeys have cores. I'm sure they do have some abdominal muscles, but it's not a highly sought after cut of meat. So first off, we have pilgrim planks, and we are going to superset those after a short break with mason twists. So for this, you'll just need your body weight. And then for our second exercise, you can just use body weight. Or if that's a little too easy for you, grab a lightweight. I'm not gonna go heavier than 8 pounds. Okay, you guys ever see pilgrims before? Ever wonder how they get those nice abs? Well, this is how, planking. Okay, so I'm gonna set a timer here. Our goal is 60 seconds. Our goal is a 1-minute plank. If you can't do 1 minute, that's okay. Go for 30 seconds, 20 seconds, however long you're able. Take a few breaths, get yourself back in it, and then hop back in. For these, we're just gonna be resting on our forearms. Some people plank in the upward position like this. That hurts my wrists. So forearms, shoulder width apart. Your feet, you can keep them together or at shoulder width. Really pull your belly in towards your back. I want everybody to have nice straight backs, no arching. If you're arching your back, that's not good. You're not working your core. So on your forearms, beneath your shoulders, 60 seconds and go. All righty, halfway there, everyone. Very nice. Corey's showing a great alternate version. If going on your feet's a little too difficult, hurts your back maybe a little, go on your knees, keep that back nice and straight.
Really engage that core.
10 seconds. 5. And let down. Nice work, everyone. Very nice work. For our next exercise, we're gonna take a few breaths here. Not too long though. And we're gonna do mason twists. For these, what we're basically doing is twisting, and if you have no weight, I want you to go over and tap the ground with your fists. If you have weight, I just want you to move it one side and down, up, over, down to the other. If you want to do a little more of a modified version, keep your feet on the ground and lean back a little. If you want to make it a little more challenging for yourself, lift those feet off the ground, keep those shoulders back, keep that core engaged. Even with no weight, this is really going to be challenging. For these Mason twists, I want you guys to shoot for 10 to 15. And this is not one rep. We're going to go over and back. That's one. So you start, go to one side and back to one side. That's one rep. That's two. That's three. So we're going to shoot for 10 to 15 of those. At any time you need some water, need a break, take it, and free weight, body weight, or weighted Mason twists. Let's go. Looking good, everyone. Whew. It's time for me. I'm going to take a short breather, and then I'm going to rep out a few more. All right. Nice work. Take a little breather here before our next set. Grab a drink of water. I'm going to open a window. If you want to stretch it out a little, Corey's got the Cobra pose there, stretching out those ab muscles before our next set.
And if anyone wants, bring back the child's pose.
Child's pose, my favorite. A little trivia. I know Jamie's normally the trivia master, but does anyone know the only other wild turkey? We all know the wild turkey, the one we eat for Thanksgiving. What is the only other turkey, wild turkey there is? What is that turkey's only relative? If anyone gets this, I'll be very impressed. You get a pass, and you get to finish the rest of the workout with us anyway.
I don't suppose you were talking about the whiskey.
Talking about the whisking.
Yeah.
No. No, the other wild turkey species that we're talking about is the ocellated turkey. She's found in Mexico, Belize, and parts of Guatemala. It's a very pretty bird. I highly suggest you check it out. It's a bit more colorful than our turkey, but it's not nearly as prevalent. Overhunting is an issue for that bird, but it's very pretty. Only other wild relative to wild turkeys.
You said it's in where again?
Mexico, Belize, and parts of Guatemala. All right. I hope everyone's feeling good, because we're going to get back into that second plank pose. If your forearms hurt a little bit being on the floor, you can take a pillow. Just put a pillow down and then put your forearms on that. Okie dokie, everyone. 59 seconds, 60 seconds. Pilgrim planks. Let's go. Halfway there, everybody. Very nice. Five seconds. Nice work, everyone. All right. Back into our second set of Mason twists. Weighted or unweighted, whichever you're doing. I want you to go slow. I want you to control it. I want you to really feel it. Really tighten up your abs, tighten up your stomach. And control it. We're not popping back and forth. Doing nice, controlled movements. 10 to 15. Let's go. Ten for me. Gonna go for a few more. Whew. All right, everyone. Nice work. Though I know those aren't easy, but they're great for building core strength, help with your stability. All righty. I'm wondering if Corey has any yoga poses that she wants for us to do today.
Oh, was that all the sets, Greg?
That was two sets for Pilgrim planks, Mason twists. We also have tricep extensions, superset with deadlifts coming up, as well as a sort of unique chest exercise, pyramid press.
What I'm doing right now, just kind of doing a seated fold, because it's just something easy we can transition into. Yeah, just take a couple breaths here. Wherever feels comfortable. If you can touch your toes. Hands on your shins. We can sit back up straight. Maybe do some twists right now. Cross one of your legs over. Opposite hand or opposite elbow, opposite knee. Kind of give yourself a nice little twist. All right, let's do the other side. favorite. So we can undo that. Put both your feet together. Knees out to the side. Kind of try to get your knees as close to the floor as you can, but don't force it or anything. Bring your feet kind of in closer to your body. Of course, don't force anything, just whatever's comfortable. And then just lean your body forward. Try to keep that back kind of straight. But you should really be feeling the stretch kind of like in your quads. And like the hip flexor area. All right, and I think that's good for right now, Greg, if we want to get into that last set.
Yeah. All righty. Thank you, Corey. That was a nice little stretch there. Okay. So what we're going to get into is tricep extensions. For this, we're going to use our chair. So I'm going to have to go this way, but Corey can do our sideways view. But what you're going to do is, or on a table, if you want to make it a little easier for yourself, a tabletop. What you're going to do is you're just going to stand, hands on your table or on your chair, and you're just going to pivot or hinge on your feet. Bring your forehead down to that table or chair, keeping your elbows in, holding at the bottom, and pressing up. Go down, touch your forehead to that table or your chair, hold, and press up. We're going to do 8 to 12 reps of that. And that'll really work your triceps. If it's a little too difficult on the chair, just go up to a tabletop or a countertop and focus on bringing that forehead down and touching the countertop or chair top there. Okay, I want you to keep your elbows in, hold at the bottom, and extend. 8 to 12 reps. Let's go. All right, that was 10 for me, and boy, do I feel it in my triceps. If your wrists hurt a little bit like mine do, instead of going on the front lip of the chair here, I wrap my hands around the side of the chair and go like that. Whew, all righty, next exercise we're gonna do is deadlifts. So get your weight. I have my gallon water jugs if you want to use weight. If not, just focus on controlled, bring your body down in a controlled fashion. So for here, I'm gonna hold the weight in front of us, feet about shoulder width, keeping our back straight. We're dropping down and holding, really feeling the stretch in our hamstrings, the back of our legs, and our glutes. And then we're straightening those legs up to lift ourselves. Going down, holding, and then keeping your back straight. Stand up using your legs and your butt. You're not I don't want to see anybody rolling their back. Nice straight back going down.
A nice table.
There you go, nice tabletop. And then
That
stand up.
makes you feel on.
There we go. Okay. Gonna go for 8 to 12 reps. Controlled, going down. You can't go down all the way. Just go down a third of the way. Whatever it is that you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. All righty. Let's go. Got one more. Whew. Nice work, everyone. A little more trivia. Does anyone happen to know what the 4 other color variants are for the wild turkey, in addition to the chestnut color that we all see? I'll let you think about that while we're doing our tricep extensions. All right, tricep extensions, 8 to 12 reps, tabletop or on the chair. If going like this on the chair is too painful, I like to go grab the sides of the chair, keep my wrists in line, go down slow, pause for a few seconds, and squeeze your triceps on the way up. You will feel it. We're gonna build those wings. All right, 8 to 12 reps, let's go. Halfway there. Nice work, everybody. All righty. And the 4 other variant colors are smoke, red, white and black, or the albino, and then the jet black one. So a smoked turkey, it's going to be gray. Those are fairly common. About every 1 in 100 turkeys is smoke. Red ones are very hard to distinguish because turkeys normally already have red feathers. And then albino ones are extremely rare, 1 in every 100,000. So if you see an albino turkey or a jet black turkey, count your lucky stars. Okay, set 2 of deadlifts. We're gonna go down as far as we're comfortable, pause and hold, and then come back up, keeping our back straight. 8 to 12 reps, let's go. 8 for me. I'm going to do a few more. All right. Whew. That concludes the tricep extension and deadlift portion. So we've worked on our drumsticks now. We've worked on our big wings. One more thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on building that breast. A lot of people like turkey breast. Like I said, I'm more of a drumstick person. But for this exercise, this is where your 2 books are gonna come in handy. All right, so grab 2 books. We're gonna press them together and we're gonna lay flat on the floor and press up. While you're doing this, I want you to really focus on squeezing your chest together, holding those books together, squeezing your chest. We're gonna do 10 to 15 reps flat, and then we're gonna grab our cushion, our pillows, and we're gonna go incline. We're gonna do 10 to 15 more. We're gonna drop back to flat. We're gonna do 10 to 15 more, and that'll be it. We're just gonna do 1 set of that. All right. If after a few reps, the books are a little heavy, go down to something lighter, even just pressing your hands together, squeezing your chest together, pressing your hands together. You can feel a nice burn in the chest there, like Corey's doing. All righty. All right, 10 to 15 reps. Let's go. All right, that was 10 for me. I'm gonna incline. Corey's got her yoga blocks there. If you have couch cushions, a pillow, something that inclines your back a little bit. And then we're gonna go 10, 15 more. Then we're gonna drop down back horizontal again and do 10 to 15. All right, and back to horizontal. If you're just flying through these, I want you to slow down, go nice and slow, and really think about squeezing your chest together. That's how with this lightweight, we're gonna get a good exercise. Horizontal, 10 to 15 more. Let's go. All right, everyone, that completes our pyramid press. Nice work. We're gonna get into a cool down here, led by Corey.
Well, I feel like we're in the perfect position to just start seated. So just kind of get into a comfortable seated position. Sometimes I like to put one of my foots on top of my other leg, kind of a half lotus going. But just, I don't know, circle your shoulders out, your body, just kind of whatever's comfortable right now, and just take a couple deep breaths. As Greg said, I like to do mindful breathing, which I think we all need that right now, and especially with the holidays going on and just this year in general. Mindful breathing has definitely helped my stress level. Yeah, just take a couple deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, just kind of bring your body forward again, like what we were doing with our butterfly. Okay. You can sit straight back up. You can do some head circles. Switch to the other way. All right, I'm gonna kind of readjust myself, but then we'll just kind of switch on over to a nice tabletop position. So your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath hips. Those can kind of be hip width apart. And get that nice straight back going, like a nice as implied table. So on our inhale, kind of open up your chest and go into cow, kind of arching that back to it. Inhale, cow, and then exhale, arch that back, drop the head into a nice cat pose. I feel like I should open my door and let my kittens in when we're doing cat and cow. But they sometimes get in the way when I'm doing yoga. Inhale, up into cow, lift the head up. Exhale, down into cat. And kind of when we're doing this now, so we'll do a couple more, but just play around with it. Sometimes I like to do like circles. So inhale, I'll kind of circle my body up into cow. Exhale, finish the circle. Down into cat. Just kind of whatever feels comfortable right now. Go at your own pace. But just really try to get that nice back stretch in there. Do circles the other way. And I think what we'll do is we'll kind of bring our toes together and sit back and go into a nice child's pose. Stretch those arms out a little bit too. Sometimes I'll lean over towards one arm. Kind of stretch that out a little bit, lean towards the other arm. Have your neck, have your hands nicely extended out in front of you, and rest the forehead down on the mat. We'll take a couple breaths here. All right, bring it back up into that tabletop pose. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drop the stomach, staying on our hands into do our cobra pose. That's what I was doing earlier. Wait in between sets, but open that chest up. And I'm thinking, so kind of put your toes down like this, because then what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of lift up into like a plank position, but then we're gonna push our head and our chest towards our knees, so we're in a down dog position. And just really try to push that chest towards your knees, just so it's comfortable. Don't overdo it. Don't try to get your chest to your knees, but just lifting the bottom up, and then kind of pedal your feet a little bit. So try to get your heels to the floor. Of course, don't push it if you can't get your heels to the floor, not a big deal, but you're getting a nice stretch in that calf. I know I can't get my feet completely flat on the ground, especially one of my legs. I've been having some ankle issues lately, but it's all good. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up one leg. Either lift it up, or you can just step it forward, so we're kind of in a lunge position. I'm gonna take my right leg first. So either you can step it between your hands, so we're in the lunge position. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to lift it up first, and then swoosh it through, so we're in that lunge position. Whichever's comfortable, but getting a nice leg stretch in, especially after those leg exercises we were doing. And then I'm gonna drop my knee down, place my foot flat on the ground, lift my body up. So just kind of really leaning into that lunge, but whatever's comfortable. Like I keep preaching, listen to your body, don't overstretch it. We're just trying to get relieve some of that lactic acid and whatnot from just getting some nice stretching in, some nice restorative stretching. And then what I like to do next, kind of like lean back onto your other leg, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this front leg and just cross it over the front. So we're in like a pigeon position. So just lay your leg kind of perpendicular in front of you. There, that's the word I was looking for. I see Greg struggling a little bit. If you need to go down into a different pose, feel free to do what Greg's doing back with a butterfly. But so just kind of put the leg in front of me. Parallel position. Sorry, I'm not really good at like explaining things all the time, but just kind of getting more of a nice stretch in the legs too. A little bit of a deeper stretch. And then if you want to just lean your body forward, you can lean the body forward. Now, kind of an awkward switch, but when I'm doing my yoga practice, sometimes that's honestly just what I do. I did it once in a class. One of my instructors did it, and I don't know, just kind of stuck because I like this stretch. If you're trying to work on your splits, this is a very good stretch for trying to do the splits. All right, we're gonna lift it back up. So what I like to do is I'm gonna curl my toes under my leg that's extended out behind me, lift that knee up, kind of lift myself up, back into that lunge, step my foot back, and then bring it back up into downward dog. And I guess I should have said this too before starting this part of the workout, but if you ever need to, you can always drop your knees, bring your toes together, and sit back into child's pose. This pose is always here for you. Feel completely go for it. You know, whatever feels comfortable right now. This is our kind of cool down, your cool down. Make it what you want. But okay, I'm going to take the other leg. So this is my left leg. And either for you, if you want to just step it forward, go right ahead. I lift it up and swoosh it between my hands. So we're in a nice kind of forward lunge. Drop the knee down. Place the top of the foot flat on the mat. Kind of try to get into a deeper stretch, but whatever feels comfortable. Now this might have been a bit of a better way for me to explain this stretch, but then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to drop the knee to the side and then rest the leg down on the floor. So that this leg is just resting right in front of me. And you're getting more of a deeper stretch. You can bring the chest forward, rest down on your elbows. All right. Curl the toes underneath that back extended leg to lift your knee up. Lift yourself back up into that plank position. And lastly, we're just going to drop it down and go back into cobra. So I'm just going to kind of sit back on my bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to just switch over and lay down on our back. And so what I like to do to start kind of my practice on my back is I just like to roll back, get a nice massage in on my spine. I always feel like I'm like a little egg when I'm doing this. Just rocking back and forth. Really hugging my knees in. All right, so keep one of those knees in towards your chest. Extend the other leg out. Adjust myself on my mat. And then cross the leg over your body. Point your head in the opposite direction. Have your hand laying flat out with in the direction of your head. And just get a nice stretch. All right, bring it back flat on your back. Bring that other leg back to your chest. Extend out the opposite leg that you didn't use last time. Cross the knee over your body. Point your head out opposite direction. And extend out your hand. All right, bring it back flat on your back. I don't know, kind of bring both legs back in. I don't know, I just like massaging my spine like a little egg. But extend your legs out. Just kind of whatever's comfortable. We're just gonna lay flat for like a couple minutes, maybe like a minute or two. And just kind of pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to what's around you. We'll take a couple breaths together. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. seated position. That's pretty much all I have. How are we time-wise, Greg?
Yeah, that was a very nice cool down, Corey. Thank you. All right. I'm going to grab a drink of water. That concludes our Thanksgiving morning up and moving workout. I'm so thankful for all of you coming here this morning, getting up, getting moving, working for that Thanksgiving dinner. However you celebrate this year, remember your 4 W's, you know, when you're going out and about, wear a mask, watch your distance, wash your hands, and of course, walk. There's a lot of research that shows that a short 5-10 minute walk after your Thanksgiving meal is really beneficial for your digestion. It'll, you know, help you feel better. I know you want to sit down on the couch and watch the football game, but short 5-minute walk, that's what Up and Moving suggests. So again, thank you. I'm thankful for everyone coming here today. Thank you, Corey. And enjoy your Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.